Thank you, Dan. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster members and guests. Today, I would like to start my speech with asking a question. How many of you have a fruit tree at home and have insect issues? Just like majority of you, if you have a fruit tree at home and have insect issues, I do too have issues with my fruit trees. The biggest problem I have is ants. Last year I had nectarines and peaches, and when I saw the fruit was ripened, ready to be picked, I touched the fruit and it was hollow inside. It was all eaten up by the ants. And I could see the ants going up and down, and I'm thinking, well, it's okay. They're just ants. I don't want to use any harsh pesticide because I would like to eat the fruit as is, maybe just wash it a little bit. So I know how food was produced rather than going to the store and kind of worrying about what type of pesticide was used. So I started looking into solutions, and I found a couple of solutions that I would like to use that I came across, and I thought I'd share with all of you and see if you could benefit from that as well. So first I would like to start off just showing the picture. This is actually a cherry tree, and as you can see there's an ant getting on it. There's nothing on the tree except flowers, but as you're getting the cherries, these ants will eat them up. So I'm trying to prevent that. Last year I came across with a solution. Baby powder. That's right, I said baby powder. You think how is that going to stop the ants from getting onto your trees? Well, baby powder actually I learned is a very good non-toxic solutions to solve the ants problems. I'm not sure what's in the baby powder that prevents the ants crossing, but if you create a barrier with the baby powder, the ants will not cross. If the ants are getting into your house and you know the path, just create a barrier with baby powder. If you have it at home, it only costs $4 or $5 for a good size container. So you could use this. I don't want to use it on the trees. How am I going to use this on the trees? Because you have to create a barrier. Well, one is you could put it on the stump of the tree, and the tree, because the branches are getting from the bottom up onto the tree. But the thing is, you're watering that tree. I have sprinklers, small sprinklers, and over time it's just going to erode and ants will start going on top of it. So I came up with a solution. I went from the bottom up about a foot or so, and I took a grocery bag and I wrapped it around like this. And on top of this, I put the baby powder around it. Now that's a barrier that last year it worked, and ants couldn't go over it. I'm not sure what's in the baby powder that prevents for the ants to go crossing over, but I'm thinking it's the fine particles. They can't cross over, so, but I did notice that the baby powder does work. So that's one solution, but unfortunately I was a little late in the game, and the ants had done the damage. This year I'm taking a little bit of an aggressive approach, and I found a second solution for it. The second solution is tree tangle foot. It's like a glue. It's cost about $10. The method works very similar. Again, you're trying to create the barrier. In both methods, you're trying to create the barrier, and that will do the trick. But the thing, this is not toxic. It's not toxic to a person. You can use it with a hand, touch it, just wash your hand, and you're fine. But it's toxic to the tree bark. It will damage the tree bark if you directly apply this glue on top of the tree. So you have to have something else to help it. So you could buy elastic tape. There's a special tape. If you go to a hardware store, I went to Lowe's. They had, right next to tree tangle foot, they had an elastic tape that you could use. Wrap around for about 4 inches. To do a demonstration, this is my tree. Go about a foot or two from the ground. So if there's a debris that's flowing in the air, gets onto this, it's like a loop basically. If it gets onto it, it's creating the bridge for the ants to crawl. You start wrapping this elastic tape from the bottom up. So you wrap it 50% overlap, and you go from the bottom up. The idea is when your glue runs up down, it works like the roof shingles. The water runs down. If you have the roof the other way around, the water would get inside. So that's why you want to start from the bottom, go upward, and do a 50% wrap. So that's what I did this time around, and it worked very well, I must say. And I have this. So this is what I did. This is my cherry tree that I showed a picture of with an ant, and then I did this solution. And what I did is I had the tree tangle came with the wrap, but I don't really trust this wrap because I think you could, if you get a rain, this will get damaged, so it won't work well. But so this is the tape I was talking about. So elastic tape stretches. You want to have something that stretches. Wrap that around about 4 inches. Get a paintbrush, brush over the tape leave the couple inches on the bottom, so as it runs down, it doesn't run down onto the roof. Try this method, and forgot to mention, as you can see, just a few minutes after I did this, you got these ants that are on both sides. The ones on the top will remain on the top, and ones on the bottom will remain on the bottom. I'm not sure what will happen over time. I spit all gas if they can't get down. So this is the method I thought I'd share with you all, and hopefully if you have this issue, you can apply it and try to solve this problem without using chemical on fruit that you are going to eat during this summer. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Tariq.